Hello and welcome to today's Pep Talk with Dr. Ellis, your host, your coach, and most importantly, your friend. Thank you for tuning in on today as we're moving through our wonderful podcast. Thank you for being a part. What's the day? Today is August. Yeah, it's on August. August, what, 7th? Yeah, August 7th. Yeah, thank you. 6th? Day the 6th? Wow. Yeah, you're right. Day is the 6th. Yeah. Good deal. I'll make sure I put that on there, too, on August 6th. All right. We're going to be finishing up today on the 10 elements of a success plan. 10 elements of a success plan. That's what we're going to be finishing up today. 10 elements of a success plan. Now, whatever your plan may be to start a business, finish school, buy a car, buy a house, get married, whatever it is, this plan, you're going to need these 10 elements. You're going to need them. Now, whatever you're trying to do, those are specific things. I got that. But the core elements is what you're going to need for any plan. And so you got to ask yourself, do I have these elements? And if you don't, then these are the things you need to make sure. It's just 10 of them. That's all you need. Now, we got the premise from Joshua. I always go back to the good book. Why? Because the word of God says that heaven and earth shall pass away, but his word endureth forever. And that means in the day that the word of God is law, and law is what operates within the universe. So at the end of the day, your job is not to figure out how to change it. Your job is to figure out how it works and then work it. That's it. All right? So let's get back to Joshua 1, 5 through 9. I'll read it, then we'll get back to the 5 elements I've covered, and then the next 5, and that should conclude today's teaching. All right? Joshua 1, 5 through 9 says, God told Joshua, no man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. So he says, if you do these things, no man should able to stand before you. No man. Because why? At the end of the day, it's not about some other man. It's about you becoming the best man you could be or the best woman you could be and having the elements. Once you have the elements, then you'll be able to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish in life, period. I told you the other day that if you want to reap success, you must sow success. Success is not, well, when I get this, then I'll be successful. Do you not know that as you're making your way gradually to that path, that you are successful all along the way? So you weren't successful when you got this. You were successful as you continue to go for that. Going for that is what made you successful because it allowed you to be processed and allowed you to develop these elements. You got it? So he says, no man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with you. I will not leave you nor forsake you. Then he tells them something that you don't have to go to college for. You don't have to get a degree for. You don't even have to get a GED for this. He says, be strong and of good courage. It's the first thing he tells them. Be strong and be of good courage. That's what it takes. We'll talk about character. We'll talk about image. We'll talk about, which we've already talked about, preparation, enthusiasm, and self-confidence. You got to have those things. Be strong. Why? Because life's going to come. Life's going to come and test you to see how bad you really want it. Now, at the end of the day, it's not there to hurt you. It's there, believe it or not, to separate the sheep from the goats. It really is. It's really there to separate the wheat from the chaff. It really is. It's really there to separate the winners from the losers. That's what it comes for. Because anything that's not tried and tested can't be trusted. Anything that's not tried and tested can't be trusted. So it comes to test you and try you to see what you have. Is it worth trusting? Got it? All right. So he says, be strong and of good courage, for to this people you shall divide as an inheritance the land which I swore to the fathers to give to you. Be strong and of good courage, for to this people you shall divide as an inheritance. So he's telling them about, again, a future. He tells them about a plan that he has that's before him. But it's what's going to require for you to get this inheritance is you got to be strong and be of good courage. All right? He goes on to say, only be strong and very courageous. He says that now a second time. Only be strong and very courageous. Wow. That's amazing. This is God telling Joshua. Now Joshua figured, I got to do this. I got to figure out how to do this. He said, no. Only be strong and very courageous. Strong, not so much physical as it is mental, as it is spiritual. I need you to be strong now. Because why? There's some things going to come against you. I need you to know, be strong and courageous. Why? That's why I told you I'll never leave you nor forsake you. Because there's some things that will come against you. And if you think that I've left, if you think you won't, you won't. If you think you will, you will. You get it? So if I'm telling you, he said, I'm telling you this stuff ahead of time because things are going to come. Don't doubt me. Don't operate in fear. Only be strong and very courageous. Now, courage just doesn't show up on you and then you go in. That's like a burning building. You say, well, I'm going to pray for courage and then I'm going to go up in there. No, you go up in there and that's how you develop courage. I'll say it again. A lot of people say, I'm going to pray for courage. I'm going to pray for strength that I can go up in there. No, you go up in there. And as you go up in there, remember that you're walking by faith and not by sight. As you're going up in there, you're getting stronger. As you're going up in there, you're developing courage. So you must decide. You can't wait to get it, then go. No, you must decide, then you'll get it. You got it? So he says, only be strong and very courageous, that you may observe to do according to all the law. So there's laws that are in place that you cannot violate. A lot of people out there wonder why their lives are not successful. You're violating laws. No more than our natural laws, our human laws, the laws that govern our city and our state and our country, so forth and so on. You can't violate those laws and expect to still be successful. Okay, in other words, like the speed limit is posted, 55 miles per hour. Got it? You got it? All right. Let's say I hop in the car and everywhere I go, and I do mean everywhere I go, I'm going 85, 95 miles an hour. I'm not saying that I won't get away with it today. I won't say I'm not going to get away with it tomorrow. But sooner or later, yeah, I'm going to have a bad wreck. Sooner or later, I'm going to hurt myself and probably hurt somebody else too. See, because I'm violating the law. You got it? That's what I'm saying. You got to observe the laws and operate by. The laws are there to make you successful. The laws are there to protect you. All right? Which Moses, my servant, commanded you, do not turn from it to the right or to the left, that you may prosper wherever you go. Because why? If you're operating by these elements, you will prosper wherever you go. It doesn't matter if you live in Texas. It doesn't matter if you live in California. It doesn't matter if you live in Hawaii. It doesn't matter if you live somewhere in another country. If you operate by these laws, you'll be successful wherever you go. So the laws, watch this, the laws can't be restricted. The laws are not restricted to some type of geographic location. The laws are not restricted based on who's my daddy and who's my mama. The laws are not restricted based on what school I went to or what school I didn't go to. See, the laws are not restricted. He said, wherever you go, you'll be successful. Wherever company you go, you'll be successful. You got it? So they're not restricted. So our job is to learn the laws. All right? So watch this. He said that you may prosper wherever you go. Verse 8, this book of the law, because this book was just full of laws. Understand the laws, and it'll work for you. Shall not depart, watch this, from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night. These are elements that you got to have. He said you shall not depart from your mouth. In other words, you should not stop speaking it. Never stop speaking it. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Faith comes by hearing. You got to say it over and over and over. Never depart. That's what it says. Never depart from your mouth until you've accomplished that. Till then, that you stop talking about it. It continues to give you the strength. Remember? Only be strong. Well, how do you get strong? You get strength by faith. You got it? All right. So, not depart from your mouth. You shall not meditate on it. This is all you think about. You see yourself having this. You see yourself doing this. You see yourself happy. You see yourself. Meditate. Calm and shut everything down and then run your own motion picture. All right? day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written. Because what? Whatever is written, it's law. If it's already written, it's law. That's why it's very important you write down all your goals. You're going to make it law. You got it? For then, watch this, for then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have what? Good success. First time we've seen the word success in the Bible. So, because why? Success is built on laws, and you got to have the elements. All right, and that's why I'm teaching him the 10 elements of a success plan. So he told this boy, you will have good success. And then verse 9, he come back and says, have I not commanded you be what? Strong and of good courage? That's 3 times he told him. Watch this. Do not be afraid. He's commanding him, do not be afraid, nor be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So in other words, he's telling him you can't lose. If you stick to the plan, you can't lose. If you stick to the plan, you can't lose. Most folks don't stick to the plan. They become afraid and they become dismayed. Dismayed means doubtful. Well, maybe it won't come. Or, watch this, they settle. Well, this is good enough. At least I'm further than where I was. I'm okay now. No, don't be like Lot. Lot had a chance to go to the very mountaintop, but instead he decided to go a little further than where he was, and he was still destroyed. All right? So, let's get back to the 5 elements I've already taught you already on Tuesday, and let's finish it up today. 1, you got to have purpose. Purpose is the meaning and that this magnificent obsession that pulls you. I told you, that's what we need. You need a purpose. I got a purpose why I get up every morning. I got a purpose. 1 is PepTalk, as I continue to share and change lives. I told you my job at the end of the day is I'm not trying to be just successful. Successful is individually. I'm trying to be significant. When I make other people successful, that's significant. All right? That's part of my purpose. I want to be significant through my teachings, through my coaching, through my writing of books. I'm also an author. Got a new book that'll be coming out this year. It's going to be magnificent, amazing. I just knew it in my bones. All right? But you got to have purpose as to why you do what you do. I told you if you're living in the past, it'll pull you. It'll pull you backwards. If you're allowing people and other ideas and things come in your life, those cause distractions. They'll pull you from side to side. Remember, don't turn to the left nor turn to the right. Now you're being distracted. The word distract means you're now off track. Distract. You're off track now. All right? Also, what I thought about being, if you're distract, if you're in a distract, you need something that attract. See? So I told you that distractions pull you from left to right. The past will pull you back. But your purpose, your future, will pull you forward. And if you're excited about it, not only it'll pull you forward, but it'll pull you through some things that you didn't think you can get through. That's how strong purpose is. What's your purpose? Most folks say, I don't have purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. And don't worry, in a couple of weeks, I'll be teaching you on that so you can understand how to find your purpose. All right? I know there's a book out there, I think it was Rick Warren. I think he sold like 10 million copies of Purpose-Driven Life. But he didn't help people find their purpose. He just told them pretty much what a human being, the man, species, purpose is, but not individually. And I want to help you individually find your purpose. All right? 2, you got to have self-confidence. You got to have self-confidence. And where does it come from? Self-confidence comes from, just like it sounds, from self. You got to feel good about yourself. Okay, I get it. I understand. Daddy didn't say a lot of good things about you. Mama didn't say a lot of good things about you. Your brother and your sister didn't say a lot of good things about you. Your friends didn't say good things about you. But what do you say about you? Because at the end of the day, what you say about you really matters the most. Okay. Who are you with most of the time? It ain't your daddy. It ain't your mama. It ain't your homegirl, your homeboy. It ain't even your husband, your wife. It's you. Do you even believe what you say? And then you say, yeah, I believe what I say. Then I question, well, what are you saying? Because that's where self-confidence comes from. Self-confidence comes from self. What are you saying to self all day? I tell Ellis every morning, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get her done. That's what I tell Ellis. Ellis says, okay, let's do it. So I believe, Ellis, what do you say about yourself? That's what matters the most. Well, I don't think I'm really good at this. Well, then that's it then. Then that's your rite of passage. You don't really believe you're good at it. So that's it. Well, how do you get good at it? Change your belief. Change what you're saying to yourself. It's called self-talk. It's called self-reality. Purpose, self-confidence. All right? 3, I told you got to have enthusiasm. You got to be excited about what you're doing. 90% going to come from the inside. 10% comes from the outside. All right? That's what it's about. You probably heard the old saying. If not, I'll tell you. 90% of life, well, actually 10% of life is what happens to you. 90% of it is how you react, or technically, how you respond. I don't want you to react. React is emotional. I need you to think. So I need you to respond. So 10% of life is what happens to you. Nothing you can do about it. It's what happens. But the other 90% is how you're going to respond. You got it? Purpose, self-confidence, enthusiasm, then expertise. Not willing to settle for nothing. Only the best. Excellence. Now, what that means is work on your game. Work on yourself. What are you doing every day? Besides watching Netflix and Hulu and you all on somebody else's DMs and all going through somebody else's stuff, what are you doing for you? How are you getting you better? Even for the folks who are watching me right now, and you probably at work, we're doing this lunch and learn where you feed the stomach but also feed the mind, which is the stomach, because all the thoughts goes through the mind. You say, well, I'm at work. I work 8, 9 hours a day. That's good. That's what you did for them. What are you doing for you? That means you got to work at least another 2 hours on you. What is that you're doing? Granted, 30 minutes of it, you already listening to Coach Ellis on Thursdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. God bless you. But what about your craft? I'm talking about personal development. That's what I teach, personal development. I'm developing the person. But what about your skill set? We're talking about expertise, and nobody can do what you do. You're the best at what you do. In order for you to be the best at what you do, everything you must do must be your best. You can't say, well, I'm going to be the best at this. But yet, you don't hardly clean your house up. You don't even wash your car. You don't even dress neat. You don't even work at your best. Remember now, success is in the daily habits. It's your daily routine. That's where success comes from. Remember, the success is not just getting this. Say, well, I'll be successful when I get this. No, it was all along the way that was successful. It wasn't successful when I got to the end of my trip. My trip all along the way had to be successful. But say it was a good trip. How was the trip? It was a successful trip. That means all along the way it was successful, not just when I got there. You got it? So that's where we're at the end of the day. What's your expertise? Whatever job you do, are you the best at it? And if so, if not, then why not? People laying people off. They ain't laying the best off. They laying people off, but they're not laying the best. They'll skip over somebody else. They'll skip you over if you're the best just to get somebody else. Well, Johnny been here longer than Ted. Yeah, but Ted's way better than Johnny. We just go ahead and give Johnny his papers. We're going to keep Ted because he's what? He's one of the best. All right? So if you're going to be the best, be the best. But to be the best at everything you do. That's why the Apostle Paul said it. Let everything you do unto who? The Lord. Sweeping floors, cleaning up, taking trash out. Whatever you're doing, be the best at it. All right? 5, you're going to need preparation. I told you that the other day. The decision is all a part of the process. Prepare for success. Life doesn't waste time for the unprepared. Don't waste your time for the unprepared people. All right? So make sure you get ready. Law says, Matthew 7:7, ask and ye shall receive. See, well, they told me no. Well, that means you accepted no. Keep asking. The law says you'll get it. You'll receive it. Seek and ye shall find. That's law. You got it? All right. Let's move to the next 5 and get out of here. Self-reliance. At the end of the day, primarily, you're going to have to rely on yourself. He's telling this boy this in Joshua. Be strong. Be very courageous. Now, he already told him, as I was with Moses, I'll be with you. Because I know some people go, well, at the end of the day, you got to rely on God. Yeah, but God is already telling him, I'm going to be with you. So now who he got? Himself. You got to rely on who? I am. Moses asked God, hey, who should I tell him sent me? He said, tell him who? I am. So I get up every morning. Every night I tell Ellis. Ellis is who? I am. I am one of the best life coaches. I am one of the best authors. I am a New York Times bestseller. I am one of the best teachers. I am one of the best consultants. I am one of the best preachers. I am one of the best pastors. I am. I am one of the best speakers. I am. All right? So I got to rely on self. I got to rely on self. I must learn the necessary skills. So here's why. You must learn the necessary skills and rely on yourself. So you never complain, and you'll never have to explain. I'll say it again. The reason you must rely on yourself and develop the necessary skills, so you'll never have to complain nor explain. You say, what do you mean, Dr. Ellis? You never have to complain. That means you don't blame anybody else but yourself. And you never have to explain why you're in a better position in life, because you relied on yourself. Not riding on somebody else's coattails. You relied on yourself. You got it? So once you do that, you never have to worry about complaining nor explaining. I don't do neither. I won't complain, and I don't have time to explain to you why my life is the way it is, because I've decided to make some decisions. You got it? All right, so self-reliance, number 6. 7, image. There's many parts to this. People must see you as the leader in control of your life, your situation, circumstances. Influential is power. Influence is power. The most powerful image is of yourself. The way you dress, the way you talk, the capacity to learn, you can master it. Ultimately, it is how you see yourself. It's image. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? Remember my old saying that says, don't dress for the job you have, dress for the one you want. It's image. And people know when you turn the image on. Go in there one day and dress different than you normally dress. People be talking to you at lunch break. So what's going on? You went to an interview or something? What, you got a meeting or something? Right. Because why? They see a different image. They see someone who's in charge. They see someone who's going to the next level. They see someone, again, who's advancing. Now, be that way every day. Every day. People start confusing you with the boss. Say, so you're the manager, right? So you're the director, right? So you're the vice president, right? So you're the supervisor, right? So you're the... No, I'm not. You say, but you look like good. You want your image to now align with your thoughts. All right? Jesus Christ is the Word of God, and yet he came in an image form. He aligned himself. So the image aligned himself with the thought. Align your thoughts with the image. What do you so desire to be? All right? Don't forget, you must be it, do it, have it. Be, do, have. People say, no, once I have it, then I'll do it, then I'll be it. You got it backwards, my friend. You be it, do it. Remember, they say, do according to all that Moses wrote in the law. So you say, first be it. What do you want to be? I want to be this. Then be it. Right now. You say, I don't have a dime in my pocket. So, what do I do with you being it? Why? Because in a day, you'll start to attract. Right? So, be, do, have. That's how it works. Be, do, have. Most people say, once I have it, then I'll do it, then I'll be it. That will never happen. Like, again, most of the folks win the lottery. Now they have the money. Now they say, now I'll do the stuff to become a millionaire, and then I'll be a millionaire. No, they missed it. You become the mindset. You be a millionaire. Then you do the stuff that millionaires do, and then you will have the millions. Got it? All right, let's move on. So we got self-reliance, image, and then I love this one, character. Oh my God, you got to have character. What good is it to be successful and you're a jerk? You're a butthole. I'm just being honest. Nobody likes that person. But you want character. Jesus had character. Everybody loved to be around him. Why? Because that which he embodied, he gave away. All right? I taught you a couple months back about how to be attractive, how to attract people. All right? And that's character. I taught you how to be the most interesting person in the room, and that is to be the most interested person. You're interested in people. Where are you from? So what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. People find that fascinating. You got it? And then people will be attracted to you. So character, high values, honesty. And look, if you're going to be honest with somebody, first be honest with your doggone self. Most people lie to themselves, which makes it easy to lie to everybody else. Anybody you know say, well, that person's a big liar. The reason they are a big liar to everybody else is because they've already lied to the ultimate person, themselves. Be honest with yourself. Find your truth and always be honest with you. Then you can really get past all the extra pats on the back and people all the flattery and they BSing you when you know the truth. Seek the truth. Speak your truth. To yourself, though. Well, I got to be honest. Most of you people say that they're just trying to tell other people, but they won't tell themselves. Yeah, be honest with yourself. You got it? So high values, honesty, a person to earn respect. Integrity and having principles. Integrity. Say what you mean what you say. Period. If you don't mean it, don't say it. Fair and willing and people that do the right thing. That's who you want to be, people that do the right thing. I tell you a lot of time, successful people, leaders, good leaders, they don't make all the right decisions, but they make all their decisions right. That's a big difference. I have a personal saying. My personal saying is, I don't care to be right. I just want to be right. People say, you want things your way. I don't care. If you got a better way, tell me. But I want the best right way I can find. So I don't care to be right. I just want to be right. All right? Personal saying, at the end of the day, as I said earlier, leaders don't always do the right thing, but they decide to do the things right. They don't always do the right thing, but they decide to do things right. 9, self-discipline. Self-discipline. You're going to need some self-discipline. Why? Because there's times your mind and your body say, we don't want to do this today. And you got to say, look, get up and let's do it. Paul says, the Apostle Paul in the Word of God says, I beat my flesh daily. Because why? The old man don't want to do right. The old one person want to be lazy, procrastinate. I'll get it done another day. Today's not a good day. No, the day that you got is the best day you going to get. Tomorrow's not promised to you. So self-discipline. Be easy to let things go. I will do the best job I can. I will make mistakes, but I will remedy those. I will remedy those things. All right? But we want to let go of some things. Don't be holding on to that junk. Things going to go wrong. Everything ain't going to always go right, at least not the first time. Try again. All right? And 10, extraordinary performance. If you want to live extraordinary, you must do extraordinary. You must demand it of yourself. Here's why. Society doesn't demand it. It will only accept mediocre. Society will. So society is full of mediocre people. Average and below average. Don't follow them. That's why Paul says, be not conformed to this world, but yet be renewed and transformed in your mind. Look, here's one of my philosophies. I will live like no other in order for me to live like no other. That's self-discipline talking there. That's extraordinary performance, that I'm going to live like everybody else don't live. But if I do that, then I'm assured by law that I can live like everybody else don't live. Again, it's back to no complain, no explain. Oh, you think he's better than everybody else. Well, again, this person is not living like everybody else. So, of course, he's not like everybody else. He's not living like everybody else. So, therefore, he should have things that everybody else don't have. Law. So, let me summarize it all, and we're done. 10 elements of a success plan. You need purpose. You need self-confidence. You got to be excited. You need enthusiasm. Not just today when you got the idea, not when things go right, because things going to go wrong. But you still got to be excited. You still got to be on fire. 4, you're going to need expertise. Be the best at what you do. Study your craft. Study to show thyself approved. Work on your game. 4. 5, preparation. Be ready in season and out of season. Be ready and be expecting. Don't try to get ready. Be ready. 6, self-reliance. At the end of the day, no matter who's going to hook you up, I got you. You better rely on yourself. Work on your game. 7, image. How do you see yourself? See yourself having it. See yourself doing it. See yourself being it. Already. 8, character. Have high values. Be honest, especially with yourself, which in essence allow you to be honest with everybody else. Have integrity. Say what you mean what you say. Always trying to help people. Always trying to add value to yourself so you can be of added value to other people. And 9, self-discipline. Self-discipline. Be willing to do what you don't want to do now so you can do what you want to do later. I'll say it again. Be willing to do what you don't want to do now in order for you to do what you want to do later. Be willing to do the hard stuff now so you can enjoy the easy stuff later. Most folks will do the easy stuff now, and then one day as they got older, and then they got to do all the hard stuff. A little backwards, don't you think? But that's the way of the world. The world is backwards. And then 10, extraordinary performance. If you want to live like no other, be prepared to live like no other. And there's a mentor of mine who's long dead and gone named Zig Ziglar says that if you do these things, I'll see you at the top. At the top. The top is where all the peak performance people are. But not only that, he said, I'll see you at the top. Why? Because if you're applying the same skill sets, those skill sets will get you there at the top. I've heard the old saying, it's lonely at the top. Well, those are not the right type of leaders. Why? Because any leader, once he gets to the top, he's going to do whatever he can to bring everybody else at the top too. Again, not trying to be just successful, but be significant. Hey, hope you enjoy the 10 elements of success. We'll be on, I think I'm going to be on mentorship next week. It's going to be fabulous. Put it together already. I know you're going to enjoy it and love it. All right, so anyway, be blessed. Have a wonderful and awesome rest of your week, and I'll see you next Tuesday on Pep Talk as we go through lunch and learn. God bless. Enjoy. See you later.